Hi friends, this is Katie Carney and it is December, 5th. It is a Saturday and we are getting ready for Christmas. So I have my Coca-Cola Polar Bear ugly sweater from Target. I don't think it's ugly. And I've got my Christmas earrings on and I have Christmas socks on that you don't get to see. And this video is, it's going to focus on, Christmas. Coffee and Christmas music. Actually, speaking of Christmas music, I'm sure all of you watch Shiloh Cross Stitch MD on here and then also follow her on Instagram. Her sister is a folk singer and she put out some Christmas songs and I added them to my Christmas Spotify playlist. It's awesome. She's really great and I highly recommend checking it out. I can't remember her name offhand, but I'll try to link it below. It's also time for my morning coffee, not to be mistaken for my when I get up coffee. This video is going to be a little like all over the place. It's Christmas time. It's not. It's December 5th. It is the Christmas season, but normally I'm not like, woo, gotta get the presents out. But we had 11,000 cases in Pennsylvania of COVID, so I have decided not to see anyone. I really wasn't already, but I made the difficult decision to not see my godson and his sister for the holiday season. They both go to daycare, which is wonderful, and their parents, one of them is a police officer. So I've not gone this far to get it now. Right now, I was devastated when I made that decision. I'm going to drop there. I'm going to be Santa after this. I'm going out and being Santa. But I'm going to drop their presents off. And I have a coupon for a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme. And I'm going to drop those off too on their porch. And hopefully make them smile. It just is what it is. So that's that. And then so usually my bedroom at Christmas time, so this is my front room, my bed is in the back room. Looks like a bomb went off. There's Christmas presents everywhere, wrapping paper, everything from downstairs that needs to get hidden while we put Christmas stuff up ends up in here. And this has all started earlier because I've been at the post office twice this week mailing packages for work, and while I'm there I mail personal packages. And then I have to go again for work next week, and then I'll take the last of my Christmas packages with me. I have to go for work, so while I'm there, I figure it's one less trip. But my floor, it's just stacks of Christmas presents. Anyway, this is Flosstube number 34. It's 3 minutes in, and let's talk about stitching. It's been 3 weeks since I recorded. I had wanted to get on last week, but I wanted to finish something, and then last week I did some my normal Saturday grocery shopping, which I'm doing late today. And then in the evening I rented out a movie theater at Cinemark, which is our movie theater. And I took my friend Susie and my grandmother, and another friend was supposed to go as part of her Christmas present, and she forgot. But we went and saw Bing Crosby's White Christmas on the big screen. And that is my favorite Christmas movie. My mom and I watched it with my brother every year while we decorated the tree. It is my favorite. And I wept at the end. When they sang White Christmas, really, I cry from when Bing Crosby's character's on the Ed Harris show until the end. I adore that movie. That movie gave me unreal expectations about what pajamas should look like and what Christmas dresses should look like. It's White Christmas's fault, guys. Anyway, it's $99 and you can have up to 20 people. With 4, it was $25 a ticket, but since I normally get we'll go see a show off Broadway in town, this was still cheaper than that usually is. And then you get half off concessions, so everybody got their own drink and popcorn, except for my grandmother, who does I don't like when people eat in the movies. Well, good for you. I'll have extra butter, please. But I felt really safe. The theater is like gassed, kind of like the hotel rooms are after you stay in there. So there's like a thing on the door that says this has been cleaned. Only people in your party can come in now. You take your own garbage out, and then they come in and do the deep cleaning after you. It was great though. I would do it again in a heartbeat. If money grew on trees, I would do it every week because I love going to the movies and I miss it. So we did that, and then the weekend just got away from me. I have a couple wonderful FFOs. The first of which is a quilt. So you all, I'm sure, remember Lily's quilt, and then I've made the little Christmas books and some other stuff. But last year in the fall of 2019, I bought a Christmas quilt kit at Joann's on clearance from the year before. It was like $25 maybe. It was like 80% off. And I was like, well, when I'm ready, I'll do it. So this year, I was like, well, I've got to be ready now. I was not ready. So I did the initial cutting of the fabric. So like I cut it into the strips it needed to be. And then I went to sew the strips together, and they were not going to be the right size because I'm not great at figuring out how to get like a 1/4-inch seam. I use the end of my presser foot as a guide, and that's not good. And part of it is my machine is 65 years old. No, probably about 60 years old. I love it. But I don't have, like, there's not a 1/4-inch or 1/8 of an inch guide. Anyway, I was like, well, I can't do this. But I decorate my space for Christmas. You can see there's a little tree there, and there's an Advent tree there, and then in front of me there's like trees and houses, and then in my bedroom, my actual bedroom, there's the twinkle lights that I always use, and then a silver tree with a manger on it, and like a little area with where like I have a picture of Mark and I have some little stuff there. And then I have white bedding, and I have a silver pillow that has reindeer on it. And then I have actually in this fabric, I just make pillow cushions. So in this fabric, I have like a long pillow, and it looks adorable. But I needed a quilt, and I wanted some color, and the Joann's quilt was red and white, so it was going to be perfect with a little bit of plaid. Well, I can't do it. So I pivot because it's 2020, and I made this. So I know it's not perfect, but I love it. It's just a lap quilt sized. It's 5 blocks, these are 9 3x3 blocks, so 9 patch blocks. This red here was a remnant I got at Joann's that same day that I started the quilt, and this was another remnant, and I just made it work. The backing is a microfiber top sheet that I had from Christmas sheets that I hated. It's just got snowflakes on it and silver. And then the binding is that same microfiber. The problem is it shreds when you cut it. I mean, I had a horrible time with the binding and the backing of this. But I had the sheet already, and I didn't have to pay for it, so it looks really cute on my bed. So this red here with the acorns, and then all of the white, which you'll never be able to see. It has snowflakes on it. That's all from the Joann's kit. And then the other stuff is what I had. So to make it bigger, I added the two, it's just strips all the way around. I love it. It's not perfect, but it's definitely perfect for me. It's just on the base of my bed. I wanted some red. And I like to make things. And it's one of the first things I've ever kept for myself. I do not think it's good enough to give away, but I love it. So I'm very happy with that. And then I have 2 more FFOs, both of which were FFO'd today, one of which was finished yesterday. So I lost quite a bit of weight with Weight Watchers a couple years ago. I have gained a lot of it back. I lost about 115 pounds, and I've gained like 50 back this year. Oh, not all this year. It's been slow. And like, I was only that slowest weight for like 2 weeks, and then my mom died, and I was diagnosed with a heart condition, and then I had the open heart surgery. So really, I've gained about 10 this year that I need to take off, that I'm working on. Anyway, that doesn't matter. This group of women that I became friends with online, we do an ornament exchange every year. And normally I buy the ornament, but this year I made this. Hang on, let me find the pattern. So there's this woman, Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting, Melissa Vandergriff. You should follow her on, she has a blog spot, or is it WordPress? It's Blogspot. So it's Pinker, so Pinkern, Pumpkin, Punkin, quilting.blogspot.com. Y'all, she puts out like a free pattern every couple days. The woman is amazing, and her house is super cute. So I really fell in love with this. She's doing a Prim series, and now I'm tempted to do them all and make another one of this for myself. But this is home. I used all the called for colors. It's DMC. It's 28 count even weave, just the Joann stuff. I do wish that I had used 3 threads instead of 2, because I think it's a little see-through, but it's Prim. And then I added the 2020, which is coming up backwards because this is a camera. The backing is actually the last scrap from the fabric I used for my quilt, and then I hot glued some cording all the way around. So this is gonna head off to my friend Beth, hopefully today, but maybe Monday. I might wait to go to the post office until I have to go for work. We'll see. So that's an FFO today. And then you guys have seen this before. This is Always. This is, Snape said this about Lily in Harry Potter. And this is Cross-Stitching Lovers. I got it on Etsy for very cheap. And her original colors were blue, but I changed them. And then last minute, I decided instead of putting it in a hoop or framing it, that it would be a very cute pillow, and it is. So this is also actually that same piece of 28 count even weave from like Joann's. DMC 310, and then all of this, the leaves and the flowers, are Dinky Dyes from that pack of Dinky Dyes that I got for $20. Like, that's just ends. I love it. And then this is a remnant from Hobby Lobby that I paid like $1 for. This is like a quarter of it. What I do when I go to the craft stores, well, Joann's and Hobby Lobby that carry fabric, is I go to their remnant bins, and if there's something I think that I might use someday, I get it. And so for that quilt, one of the pieces of white snowflake I cut wrong, and I had a piece of white, and instead of snowflakes, they were like triangles, but it was the exact same kind of fabric. So I was able to sub that in. Nobody could tell but me. And that's what I really like about having those remnants, is that I have a tendency to use them. I bought this last weekend and I turned it into a pillow. So the backing fabric, it's actually grays and blues and pinks, and this is black, but I think it looks nice anyway. So this is going to Lily, my friend who had the baby, her daughter, Lily, and then they're getting, this is the first Christmas, so this is one of the fabric books that I make. They'll have the entire, I've made 4 different kinds, and they'll have all of them. But I ordered a sweatshirt for their mom that says Christmas and Hallmark movies or something. It was supposed to be here several days ago, and it's not here yet, so Santa might be coming to their house tomorrow. Yay! Dropping off on their porch. By the way, Santa is just doing porch drops this year. So those are my, excuse me, finished objects, well, FFOs. Let's move on to whips. I ironed everything for once, but it doesn't look great. It's fine. I'm not a great ironer. I need an ironing class. Okay, so first I worked a little more on this. This is The Shire by Country Magic Stitch. I'm making this for my dad, and I had kicked around giving this to him for Christmas, and I could definitely have gotten it done. But I got him a bed, like a king-size bed, for his birthday and Christmas, because he's going to be 60 this year, and normally I would throw him a big old party, and I can't. So my grandmother went in, and my brother is planning to go in, but I got him a bed. So, and then I had already gotten him, because I buy my dad presents throughout the year, so I had gotten him like a couple shirts and some candy and some toys. So this is going to be a birthday gift. He doesn't watch this, so he doesn't know. But so this is The Shire. My long-term goal for my dad is to do all of the Lord of the Rings and have them all. I'm going to have them framed, I think. I might frame them myself. We'll see. So last time I was like up here, it is full coverage. I'm doing 4 strands with the called for DMC tent stitch. So moving right along. I'm about a third of the way through the second page. I will probably pull this. This is a really good project when you don't want to have to think too hard about it, because it's 10 stitch and just these big splotches of color. So Michelle McGraw enabled me, and I have like that woman's entire collection. So that was my first whip, and then I worked on Autumn. Oh, maybe I'll show you the pattern. Hang on. It's fine. This is my Rika bag. This is Lavender and Lace Autumn, and this is the conversion to more autumnal colors than the original, and it is by Little Cat. There's a group on Facebook. If you're interested, let me know and I'll try to link it. The threads are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous DMCs. Love them. I did last weekend go out and get another thing of the metallic embroidery thread that I'm using. A couple of my stores are only carrying the Diamante by DMC now. I don't know how to say it. And it's beautiful, and I wish I would have started with that, but since I didn't, I need to finish with that one. So when I found it at maybe Hobby Lobby, I was like, you know what? Just get it, and then you'll have it, because you don't want to run out. So here she is. I did these two. These take forever, like it takes me a couple hours because the gold thread, and it's a lot of counting. But I think this is going to stay out now, and I'm going to work on it this week, I think. Actually, I am. So she's going to get a week of love. That's my stitchy chair, so it's going there. I'm committed. And then I had, hang on, I forgot a whip. It's in my work bag. By the way, this backpack fits, my patterns fit perfectly. So this is a stitch along that Jen and I are doing, and then we're going to switch. And it is Home for Christmas by Shannon Christine Designs. I am doing this on 20 count polka dot Aida. Super cute. But it is, it's a problem because I guess 20 count Aida is like a 40 count linen, which means you need this many threads, not this many threads. So this is a mix of 1 and 2 threads. It's a really cute design, and it's not terribly hard, but I'm doing it in hand, so I can't really seem to get a rhythm. I do like it, I just need to do it, so I think that this will be my work piece for this week. I was focusing on Always and that other small ornament. So hopefully I'll get this done this week, and then I'll do the finishing for both mine and Jen's, because she doesn't like to finish. I also have our inks that need to be finished, hopefully next weekend, because tomorrow I need to work on some baby quilts, and then I hope to fully finish. I'm going to try to do flat folds using Vanna's tutorial. I've watched it this many times. It looks pretty easy. I got some mat board instead of what I normally use. I bought good mat board, so we'll see. Anyway, that was a new start, and I'm more than a third and less than halfway there. Then I had another new start because I have no chill, and it's Christmas. December 1st, I started Teresa Koget's Heaven and Nature. I got this at Market, and then I kitted it up during the great April 1-2-3 stitch order because all the stores were closed and I was scared I'd never be able to get cross-stitch stuff again. I'm using one of Jen Lee's floss tacks. I am using, let's see, the fabric is, there's a tag on here. Well, there was. Oh, I must have knocked the tag off. I think I'm using the called for. Let me check. I think it's 40 count vintage country mocha. It is 1/2 on 40 count. I'm pretty sure mine's vintage country mocha, but I could be wrong, and I have lost the sticker that 1-2-3 stitch put on my lovely piece of fabric. I didn't get a big start. I started this on the 1st. I worked on it 2 nights, and I'm just about done the border on the first page of 9 pages. I am using a mix of DMC and called for. I got 4 of these fancy flosses. I got Palmino, Collards, Bright Leaf, and Brick. So these first 4. My thought was if it required like a bunch of skeins of it that I would get the fancy floss. I don't know if that was the right decision. Next time I might just do the DMC, but we'll see. I do like, so the, excuse me, this is collared and I do like it. And I have to say it is definitely an adjustment, the 40 count, but I am learning to like that also. And I like to do the loop method start, which is why I like to use 2 threads. But with 1 thread, it is pretty easy to do the pin stitch, which I can't do on the Aida. I have to like start it I don't even know how I started. But anyway, I can do the pin stitch with this because it's an even weave, or it's a linen of some variety. So it's fine. I really like it. And then I just have it in I made a bag for my floss. And then the project itself is in a Rika bag. So I'll work on autumn for this week, and then I'll pull this back out next week. And then I have one more new start, which I did not need. I started, as you guys know, I have decided to do Prairie Schooler Santas this year. I had originally planned to give them to my grandmother. Now I think I might keep them for myself and do other ornaments for her. We shall see. I am starting. So I have 84, 85, 86, and 87. This is obviously a reprint of those 4 years. This is the 84 through 87 collection. I got this, I think, on eBay. I did make a working copy so that you can't see the pattern, it's on this side. I just use a needle minder and put it right on my project. I am using 18 count fiddler's cloth from one of the big box stores. It's like an oatmeal color. And last night I did the border and I started the boot. So this is 84, which is that guy there. So the border's pretty cute. Like it a lot. This will, once I finish the Shannon Christine design, become my work stitching. They are living, so whatever one I'm working on will live in this Pretty Southern bag. And then I have like here's the threads for this one. Just the called for DMCs, excuse me. Just the called for DMCs. They're very pretty. So that's that. So far, so good. Nothing really bad to report yet. Yesterday after I finished that pillow, which felt like it took forever, I really wanted a new start, and I have been really wanting to start these. Hang on, I have to sneeze. You know, the worst part of sneezing in 2020 is that you're like, I know it's not the Rona, but is it the Rona? Anyway, those are my whips, and I have a smallish haul. I did forget one thing though, hang on. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. Anyway, I have a small bit of haul, not a ton, but it's fun haul. So first, I decided to start keeping my completed ornaments in a box because 20 ornaments in a project bag, it just takes up a lot of room. So I went to Michael's and they have these boxes that look like books. And I got this, it's the night before Christmas. And there was a bigger one, and that's the one I got. And I got home, and the binding right here was ripped. So I had to go back to Michael's to return it, which is fine, and I just wanted to exchange it. Of course, they don't have, I was at Michael's Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, and I went back on like Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday? Monday, maybe. And it looked like a glitter bomb had gone off in the store and nothing was left. So they didn't have any more of the large size books. So I said, I'll just take this one. It's the medium size. It's fine. The woman's like, well, go get another one in that same size. And I thought she needed the tag. She did not. I got both because they didn't have any more of the big ones. So they just gave me 2 medium ones. They're cute. I'm excited. They definitely have purpose and need in my life, so maybe I'll do the finished ones in the one box and the fully finished. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Then The World of Cross Stitch arrived. I have not looked through it yet, but it came with a 2021 Bellatrix Potter calendar, so that's exciting. And then I got a couple more Prairie Schoolers that I don't have. I have like a checklist, so if they come in cheap on eBay, I have a thing. I grab them. This one I really wanted, and I did pay a little more for it, but this is the 2002, and he is like the American Revolution Santa, and I love him. Love him. 18th century reenactor right here. This is perfect. And then he came with 2003, which I also didn't have. And then a lot of times when people are reselling their Prairie Schooler Santas, they will include the fabric. So this one was like, probably with shipping $10, and this is the 04 Santa. But it has the called for Ada, which is, I want to say it's like putty khaki, which is hard to get. So at least one of mine will be on the called for Ada. Then while I was out at Michael's, I needed something that you can only get at Hobby Lobby, but they also had this pretty 32 count merino something, Zweigart, gray, burlap. It's cute. So I was like, well, I'm just going to get two. And I got into my car. I couldn't figure out why at Hobby Lobby my total was only like $6 because I got these, which are each $6. I got a remnant of fabric because I always do. And oh, I needed to go because I'm binding a baby quilt and I needed more binding. So like my total should have been like $12 and it was $6. And I was like, well, I don't know. Well, bless the kid's heart who rang me out. He didn't notice that there were two, or he did and he didn't care. And then the binding, instead of putting in $2.99, he put in 99 cents. I'm not going back. There's a pandemic, but thank you, Hobby Lobby. So I'm excited for that. And then this is not, so the next thing I guess is technically haul, but as you know, I'm salling in the new year, with Sarah K. Stitches and Made by Michelle McGraw and anybody else who wants to join. But we are going to be working on, I'm going to do Consider the Lilies, and then the other ladies are doing His Eyes on the Sparrow. We did pick the hashtag A Sparrow Among the Lilies, Sal. And I got an email last week from Beth Twist. She does like automatic emails. And she sells little wraps that will wrap around like a cup or go on a t-shirt or a mouse pad or whatever. And you can buy a mug from her directly, and they're $25. Or for $5, you can buy the PDF and then put it on whatever you want. So I did. I got myself Consider the Lilies, because that's what I'm making. The wrap is $5, and then I went to Snapfish and I got myself this. And I got, also they know about this already, so I'm not ruining it. I got Michelle and Sarah, His Eyes on the Sparrow. I always forget how cheap Snapfish is and how fast. It came in like 3 or 4 days, and the 3 mugs, I got free shipping. I got a couple dollars back on Ebates. I think they were like $27. They were super cheap. They had a really good deal going on, so highly recommend Snapfish. I got 3 mugs for what like a mug and a half would have cost from Beth Twist. Not that they shouldn't cost that much, I just was able to do it for cheaper. And then, so I'm not gonna upload this until after I go and be Santa, but so I got this for Sarah, And then I made her a scissor fob. I got her it's just a needle case from Hobby Lobby, but it's got 2 of the 26 piece maker needles that I really, really like. I made her a floss ring with tags, and I put a little, and I made her a little needle threader also with, aren't those cute? I want to make them for myself now. I just need more time in the day. So I'm actually going to drop that off, and then I'm giving her, this is just from the dollar spot at Target, but I love these ornaments, the little wooden ones, so I'm giving her that. So I'm actually going to drop all that off right after I film this, and then I'll upload later after she has it. And then I got her son a little book, so I hope she likes it. She said that she doesn't use floss tags, but they don't go bad, and the way they stitch changes. I know that I didn't use floss tags, and now I do. So, yeah. I'm really trying to be in the Christmas spirit this year. It's very difficult because, well, it doesn't feel like Christmas, and I'm not going to see anybody, and I'm spending so much money at the post office. It's kind of sick. But I do hope to see you guys again before Christmas. My Christmas stitching is done. Woohoo! So now I'm selfishly stitching for me. I hope that you're well, and I hope that you had a nice Thanksgiving. It was just Fra and I here. Mark and I took a walk, and then he's the best. I've started working part-time from home again because of rising case counts, and again, I haven't gone this far to get it now. He got me a monitor so that I could work from home. I need 2 screens. He's just very thoughtful and wonderful, and I'm very lucky. I'm trying desperately to focus on when I'm lucky and not focusing on what's missing, like the people. I didn't see my dad on Thanksgiving. Well, I did. I put food in the backseat of his car. You know, I'm not going to see my brother for Christmas. I'm not seeing my godson and his sister for Christmas. I'm not seeing my friends. And I'm trying desperately to not focus on that, to remember why we have the Christmas season, to not be depressed about the canceled taco party. So, you know, it is what it is. We're staying healthy, and that's what matters. Anyway, I hope that you guys are all well. I'm thinking about you. Thank you for watching and subscribing and your comments. I look forward to them. I love connecting with all of you, and I hope to talk to you soon. Please, please, please stay safe.